Layering vinyl to get something looking like this can be quite intimidating, but there are 2 different methods that I will go over today that will make your life a lot easier. My name is Kelly, and let's get clacking. Okay, so the 2 different methods that we're going to go over today, one of them is the water method. Yes, on adhesive vinyl for layering. I know, it's a little bit weird, but bear with me. And the second method that we're going to go over is the method that people normally use with silicone paper, but I'm actually going to use transfer tape today. I've got 2 bits of transfer tape here that I'm going to use, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So with that, I like to kind of use the old transfer tape because it's not as sticky on the other side, and obviously it doesn't really stick to the top, so that's kind of why that one works. So we're going to go over that method first. So I'm just going to put these off to the side and that off to the side, and I'm going to take our first transfer tape, put it over the first name, scrape that on there, turn it over, lift it off. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the transfer tape. The sticky side is on this side, so I'm going to take it non-sticky side, and I'm going to put the transfer tape almost entirely over the design. Then we're going to line it up. So now what you can do is you can actually place it on the design if you want, or you can just kind of hover it above, line it up like that. There we go. Okay, now obviously this is kind of eyeballing it in any case. So what we do is we then hold the transfer tape down on this side, the top layer. You can then lift it all off, right? Because it's not obviously stuck down to the layering part that we're going to be using. Then you can pull the transfer tape off and boom, you have it layered. And that's kind of the nice way that I've figured out of layering. So then we can peel the tape back. And there we have our design that is layered. And obviously you can do this with multiple different layers. You can take another layer of color and layer that on top, or you can leave it just like that. Then the second method is something that I haven't really seen other people do. I saw it being used for other things. That's the water application method. When it comes to making sure there's no bubbles underneath the vinyl, using water to apply the vinyl onto the surface is probably one of the best methods out there. And I thought, why can't you do that with adhesive vinyl, with layering? I'm going to show you that now as well. So again, we put it on, we burnish it off, weed the backing off the vinyl, and then what we're going to do now is we're not going to spray it on there, we're going to spray it on here. Well, that's the way that I like to do it. So let's spray some water on there. We take this on there, and you can pretty much just plonk it straight on because it won't stick down. Well, not you know, convincing me anyway. So with this method, you can then just move it around a little bit. It is a little bit tricky to move it around, especially because you've pretty much created a vacuum, but you can quite easily lift it off, as you can see. So you can just move it around a little bit there, move that there. I need to move it down a little bit on this side. And this, surprisingly enough, doesn't affect the adhesive, or at least not that I've seen. I'm not sure what it would do to the adhesive long term, but it definitely, you know, the vinyl still sticks to it once it's there. So we can, that's obviously that's quite dark, so it's a little bit tricky to see where the difference is, but that kind of works there. Okay, I think that's about right. I'm happy with that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to try and push some of the water out. Now this also works nicely if you want to do it on a towel, or I'm just going to use my jacket because it's kind of cold here at the moment. It's winter in South Africa, so it's all jackets and blankets and things for me, and you can kind of push out the liquid, the moisture, and then we can weed that back. And as you can see, it works beautifully. It stays, and then you can just, you know, blot off the excess moisture. Again, you should probably not do this with your clothes, but it's just water, so it'll dry. And we have that one on. And as you can see, it was very easy to layer. Probably not the best example of color, but these are two perfectly layered names, and you could really use this method for pretty much anything when it comes to layering. Like I said, I did use it for this, and as you can see, it's pretty much perfect on the inside. Yeah, so that was kind of a bit of a quick video to show you guys how I made these. I hope that you enjoyed this video, even though it was a super short one, which is very different from my normal content. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment, let me know what you're going to be using layered vinyl for, and I'll see you in the next video. And remember, be kind to someone today. See you soon.